Well, I wasn't really expecting that. I was hoping for it, but I wasn't really expecting it. A 2-1 win against the scum at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the North London derby, you couldn't write it, especially given the poor performances that we've been putting in. So, mate, I'd take that all day long, absolutely all day long. I have to say, the first half, certainly the first half, I felt that we were by far the better team. I felt that our drive and our effort had gone up a notch. It'd gone up a level, absolutely. For me, I felt that Lucas Moura really come into his own, and he was working extremely hard to try to make something happen. And I was impressed with him all game. I thought he did. I thought he did well. He kind of went off the boil a little bit in the second half. I felt kind of drifted out of the game a little bit. But certainly in that first half, I felt he was pivotal. I thought he played really, really well, putting them under a lot of pressure. So I don't think that you can not say anything about Lacazette's goal. Wow, what a goal that was. Absolutely cracker. And for me, against the run of play, I didn't think that they'd really put us under any pressure. I thought we were controlling the game and doing all right. My only complaint, I guess, around it was Serge Aurier. And, listen, I feel for the guy given what's happened to his brother. I hope that, he can get some comfort. Him and his family will, in time, learn to live with the loss. I think it's an absolute shock and terrible situation. But you can't talk about the match without talking about his performance. And I don't mean it to be disrespectful to him given what's happened, but for me, he's just. I get that he's brought into the team to be an attacker, to be, not for his defensive qualities, because quite frankly, I don't think he's got any defensive qualities. He did some stupid tackles which I felt were really unnecessary and caused us a little bit of pressure against ourselves. But again, his crossing was really, really poor. I would say he did cross it this match. He did put more crosses in this match, which is a step in the right direction. But they absolutely did lack quality. Harry Kane, I felt, was getting sharper and sharper through the game. He's really picked up since the restart, since those first couple of games. You can see his fitness coming back in and his eye for goal. The attempt to chip Martinez, I thought was fantastic, and great goalkeeping from Martinez to keep that out. But as with these things, generally speaking, goals will come from some kind of magic or some kind of mistake, and so Sonny gets our first goal due to a mistake by the Arsenal defence, and I felt that would have come anyway. I think at some point there would be a forced error, and when you've got Sonny running at Sideshow Bob, mate, there's only going to be one winner in there. And I know they said, he put it on the plate for him and all the rest of it. And that wasn't an easy chance. He's running away from goal, under pressure, with a keeper of making some good saves. He really had to work to get that in there, and he did a fantastic goal. I was, well impressed. All bar the woodwork, and we would all been waxing lyrical about Ben Davies and his shot on target. Wow, if that had gone in, that would have been, up there with Danny Rose's effort all those years ago. For me, I thought that was a fantastic shot, totally out of the blue. Wasn't expecting that to come from him, absolutely not. But for the woodwork, that would have eclipsed Lacazette's effort. Absolutely eclipsed it for me. Great effort by the lad. So, and then we get the winner, and there ain't no better feeling than that. Alderweireld, a header from a corner. How often do we see that? Not very often these days. Our corners have been really, really poor. We never really take advantage of them. But yesterday we did. Amazing yesterday, to head that in. And after that, I just felt that we were comfortable. I didn't feel like we were struggling at all in this game. I felt that we were in control of it the whole way through it. I mean, let's make no mistake about it. Arsenal are a poor side. They're playing poor football, but they did have the results going in their way. So puts us 2 points ahead of them, but it ain't over yet. We've still got to go back. We've got to now go to Newcastle, and that's not been a happy hunting ground for us. So, we'll see what comes of that. But all we can do is keep on trying to win out all our matches. I don't think Mourinho will get away from the criticism that he's getting. I think that's going to continue because the football of late hasn't been great. But that was a much improved opportunity, a much improved performance. I felt overall the team played fairly well. There was a lot more endeavour, a lot more passion in the game, and I think that's what we were looking for. I can take it if we play defensive football. I can take it if we have to snuff out a game and win 1-0. I can take that. I'm not sitting here expecting swashbuckling, full-on attacking football all the time. But what I am expecting is not to limp through the game with, no attempts on target. And I think that's something that we've got to work on. Mourinho's got to get that balance right between, making sure that we don't concede, but giving us the opportunity to score. I still think that we lack a real creativity in the team somewhere. Somewhere in the middle there needs to be some creativity. I think, Sissoko, he's running himself around. Winks is doing the little 5-yard passes. Lo Celso's doing very, very similar. There was no kind of killer ball, defence splitting pass or anything like that. Some of our best passes came from Alderweireld from the back. So I don't think all is well. One win against North London derby opponents doesn't make for a season. It makes for a great weekend. It makes for a very quiet Facebook and Twitter. That was pretty good. But at the end of the day, it's now getting on to the next game. We're not going to get Champions League football. Absolutely not. But we could still get into the Europa League. And if we get into the Europa League and win the Europa League, you're guaranteed Champions League football for the following season. So listen, let's not snuff it out. Let's not just say, well, sod it, it's not worth winning and, bigger fish to fry and all that. We haven't. Winning silverware is what it's about for us. May not be for the owners, but it is for us. Take the victory that we had. Be smug, be happy, enjoy that moment. But let's not kid ourselves that we're West Ham and that's the be all and end all is just winning a North London derby. There is still work to do. And let's just hope Mourinho can pull something off in the next few games just to get us as high up the league as possible and give us something to smile about. At the end of the day, as we say, up the Spurs.